All right, so they want us to estimate the yearly increase in living expenses. So looking at the chart, the living expenses go up year after year, 2000 and the expenses are about $5,000 it looks like. In 2001, it looks like the expenses are maybe 56 or 5700, so they're going up. So how much do they increase per year is, they want us to estimate, about how much they increase per year. So what we do is we need to find the total increase realized, from the start to the finish on the graph, and divide that by the total number of years. Well, the expenses in 2006, up here, using my eyes, if I go across, again, we're just estimating, if I use my eyes, maybe that's 89 or 8,800, I could appreciate someone saying either one of those numbers, 8,800, maybe some of you think it's 8,900, It's, again, we're just estimating, but let's say I used 8,800, and then the expenses in the year 2000 look like they're 5,000. So the difference, 8,800 minus 5,000, that's the total change in expenses over the time frame. And the total number of years is 6 years. That's 2006 minus 2000. So over a span of 6 years, the total change was 4,800. And so that comes out to 800. So $800 per year is the estimated, that's the average increase per year. Like, again, if we look at 2000 and 2001, it looks like it went from 5,000 to maybe 5,700. So from here to here, it went up about 700. But then from 2001 to 2002, 2002 looks like it's maybe 6,300. So that's about 6,300. And this one was maybe 5,600. So it went up again by 700. But on some of these years, it must have gone up maybe more, like 800 or 900, but the average turned out to be about 800. And so the closest estimate they have for me to choose from would be B. Now, once I have that yearly increase, I can write an equation that I could use to predict the future years. It says use E to represent living expenses. Well, so expenses in the year 2000, they started off with 5,000. And then for every year past 2000, expenses are going to go up by 800 on average. So if X is the number of years since 2000, I can use this equation to predict what the expenses will be in any year since then. Like, if I wanted to, predict what the expenses will be in, say, 2020, I would just plug 20 in for X. Again, how did I get this equation? Well, 5,000 is the starting point at 2000, and then from then we expect expenses to increase by 800 per year. So, and X is the number of years since 2000. And so, that using the 800, this would be my equation. But if I use the estimate from from 11, number 11, the estimate was 750. And so this will be the choice, which looks like it's B. And then that's number 11, 12. Finally, number 13, they just want me to use the equation to predict the expenses in 2010. That's 10 years since 2000, so we could just plug a 10 in. And so we have 5,000 plus 750 times 10. That would be 5,000 plus 7,500, which is 12,500. And so it looks like that's C. Now again, anytime we're using our eyes to get an answer off a graph like this, it's tough to estimate, because my answer to number 11 is based on the goodness of my eyes estimating what the y coordinate is on that point right there.